I thought this is one of the best played games probably since I've been here, to be honest. One of a handful where our guys came out from the beginning and just were locked in on the scout defensively. We know, I obviously have familiarity myself with them, but I think they're number one in the country in 3 points attempted, other shots or percentage shots. And, we were just on it in a good way. And I thought we just had a real unselfish, good on the glass. We defended well, and we were 20 assists, 6 turnovers, which anyone that's followed the Smith era up here knows that's really rare. So really tickled about it, and just felt really good the way we played.
Coach, you guys go up, I think it was 37-7. When you get up that much early, is it ever tough to keep everyone kind of focused?
Very, and they stayed focused. We had, it's hard to play. If you're really nitpicking, we didn't shoot the ball from 3 well, and we had some opportunities there in their zone with something to work on. But we had maybe a 4-minute lull where we gave up a couple uncontested threes. Not even uncontested, just missed a couple coverages, like late hand on. I can remember when you can remember the play specifically. Like Isaac had a late hand. Moses got to the back of Kamani's head, and then we gave up the last one at the end of the half. And that was, other than that, we were really, really, really good.
Jalen Wells' first double-double is a Coug. It just seems in these last few games he's really found his stroke after missing the first couple. Just what have you seen from him as an overall player?
I think he's really good. I don't know what to tell you. I just think he's really good because he's just so sound and everything. He plays hard. He's locked in. He's not perfect by any stretch, but he missed about 4 weeks of the important part of the season where we're really teaching and learning. So he's behind there. But he's got a really strong mental makeup as far as his work ethic, his attitude. He's a flatliner, as I call it. Sorry, he doesn't go up too high or too low, but he plays really hard, and I think our team knows it. He's still, like I said, the transition. I think it goes a long ways of him feeling like, hey, I can do this. Even though we believe in him, we know, but it's nice when he sees it and. You can just see his confidence when he sees the ball go in, and he goes after misses, both offensive and defensive rebounds. So, just really good player.
The Isaiah Watts pass to Isaac for the dunk.
I didn't see that coming. That was nice, and it was good to get Isaiah in there too. Without Joe right now, we don't. And Dylan, we don't have a lot of quick feet in the backcourt, and. Isaiah and we got Isaiah and Jabe in there, and they did a good job. Jabe I thought his defense was really good, and then but just that Isaiah having that, he's kind of fearless guy, and I think when he needs to know he's got permission. He needs to get a little too comfortable out there, but he's fun to watch, and you can tell he's got the play. We had 2 plays in transition. We got the one in the first half where he threw out to Isaiah the dunk, and then he hit him in the trail for a dunk, didn't he? Yeah, 2 up.
I was talking about the behind the back one.
Which one? Yeah, the first half was a hell of a play too because he got it and Isaac had about a step on the guy and he threw it out to him in the head and it was like, man, that's pretty impressive.
I know we talked about this the other day, but game 2 of Kamani playing the 1. What were your impressions of that tonight?
Great. It's the biggest challenge is he's dealing with, like I said, a lower leg issue it's gonna be the whole season. We got to be careful on minutes and that, and he has to chase around quick guys, and he's big, and he has to get over screens and stuff like that. So, but as far as he makes 2 or 3 passes that no one else really does on our team, like from the top. I know against zone, he hit Isaac. He started throwing over the top of that thing in the second half and the first half, and he just gives us he played really well. No other way to put it. I thought he just did a good job.
Second straight kind of uncharacteristically low-scoring game from Andre. Is that just kind of the way it goes? You're just kind of off sometimes, or what's your impression?
No, I think he pressed a little bit on a shot, but he's fine. I think anytime like Joe not playing, it changes your chemistry of your team a little bit, and a little bit. I don't think anything of it at all. I think he's our leader. He got us going. He was I think he had 5 offensive boards in the first half and just does it by playing hard, and he's so unselfish and has so much respect. So not worried about it at all, and almost like it was nice to see his minutes only at 22. So normally it's like 35, and it's like he's hard to take out of the game, but it was good to see that we could build some depth there, I thought, today, give us some steps in that direction.
Jamie talked about how it
what kind of process is in trying to keep the fellas together on a high lead like tonight.
Yeah.
I'm more curious about what's the conversation with your coaching staff, and less so on the players, of what the leadership strategy is, not only in the game but as we move forward in the season.
Yeah, I think we're a pretty simple group, man. We really just talk about three things: defend, rebound, take care of the ball. And it's like, it's just one of the biggest challenges is handling success. And like, it's funny because we were 6-1 going into this game, and I tell you, Portland State was the first. We lost to Mississippi State, and we bounced back really well and played against Rhode Island. I was really impressed by our ability to turn around quickly. And then Portland State, they got to our confidence a little bit, to be honest. So you're the first team that pushed us around, and we were emotionally after that game. Even one, we had, we're just a little, maybe tired that time of year. Finals coming up, and we didn't have a great practice Monday, but we turned it around Tuesday, and it's just like, and I didn't know what to expect, but we were really sharp and shoot around, and our set. We tried as a staff. I don't think I'm too crazy over there. We really try to be flatliners to ourselves, like, just because it's a long season and you never want to get too high, too low on that. And they need to look at our staff as something, the same barometer, like, hey, and that's our measure. We're not always going to shoot the ball great, but if we're defending, and we've been really nails on the hustle stuff. The bottom of the board stats have been good, so that's kind of our approach.
You talked about how they're athletes on the court. Can you just you talked about finals, like. How are they as kids? How are
awesome.
They as
they're really
academics?
no, honestly, this group, we doubled down on culture. I saw a quote today, so I'm like, bad leaders ignore culture, good leaders talk about culture, and then great leaders are about it. And this team, a couple of them, they lead me a little bit. There's Andre is a good leaders you'll have, and just his humility, his leadership, his maturity, and we've been harping on, hey, follow this guy, and we've come a long ways in a short time. I think, like, we were a month ago, one of our scrimmages, we needed a block shot to beat a team. I don't know, like, don't want to, and now, whatever, 4 weeks later, we're able to separate from some people, and it's been a joy to watch, and it comes from that leadership of people like Andre, and we just got some really, really special guys in the locker room.
Time for a couple more questions.
I've got a silly one and then a real one.
Okay, I prefer the silly.
If you had to give one player on the team your job, who would you pick? If you had to leave and someone had to be a player coach?
Oh, player coach? It might be. It could be Parker. I didn't play a minute yet. Like, I think he's a pretty responsible guy, tough. And like I said, Andre could be. He's got enough praise, but that's probably the 1 and 2, the top of the head there.
All right.
And Miles actually has a lot of talent. I don't think he's interested in it. I'd say Miles could do it. He's got a special spark to him, but I don't think he's interested in playing for a long time, which we're here for.
And then, it's been kind of a relatively easy out-of-conference schedule, I think. There have been some hard games. There's a loss in there, but it's a lot of opponents that kind of you're supposed to be able to, get on your feet against.
No, it's fair.
But a couple weeks here, going to play, 2 pretty good teams back-to-back and then enter conference play. Is there any sort of change that you're trying to adapt moving into that stuff, or are you playing the same way?
No, I think I'm very pleased. Like I said, it's hard, like I said, we're not having Joseph the last 2 games. It just affects your chemistry, but like today is like, okay, we kind of fell into our roles, and they're college kids, and it's like when he goes, we had like Isaiah and Jay were like 9th and 10th guys, and they're good players, and it's hard to get to 9 and 10. Well, now Joe's out, so now they're 8 and 9, and that was important. And I think, and so we're favored. Playing as a favorite is not easy mentally, and like that, we'll be favored. The next game, I imagine. And see if we can handle that. And then you're right. Then it's we play Santa Clara and Boise and league, and that's kind of the idea. Is like when this new, whatever, you're gonna have a new team, whatever. We had a new team, so it's like I don't want to be crisscrossing the country trying to figure things out, and we did that last year. It was tough.
Do you have any more clarity on Joe's status with his hip injury?
No, I'll talk to the docs and that stuff, but I don't. But it's just we need to give him time to get right, and hopefully time will help.